Good morning, people. Good morning, world. So I hope y'all having a good morning so far. I know I am. I wanted to be able to come on here really quick, try to be short and sweet. I have a challenge that I am putting together that God put in my spirit. It's called The Road to Becoming the Best Version of myself, but for yourself. Okay, I wrote the book a couple months ago and it's been doing really great. If you haven't read it, go check it out. It's on Amazon right now. I hope it can be an inspiration to you. It has been for others. I will say that now I want to take it a step further, and I'm doing a 3-month challenge, a 90-day challenge. It may be too much for some people, but not too much for me. If you want to join me on this quest, let's take it. Let's do it. If you want to do it for 1 month, however, whatever time frame you want to do it, just listen, repetition. So I'm hold yourself accountable, right? So I'm doing a 3-month, 90 days starting October 1st, which is tomorrow, to January 1st. I want to see what God is going to do within me. I want him to take me to a whole nother level of in him, right? Denying my flesh and denying anything that Shay Wills want, anything that I want, anything that Darshay Williams want. It's not about what I want what he wants. So I'm going to challenge myself to deny my flesh in many ways, to deny my thought process of what I normally would think and do. And yeah, I'm gonna put it up top and you guys just follow along if you want to join in. But each day, I started some of it today actually. It's supposed to be starting tomorrow, but look at me, I'm like, well, why tomorrow? But then also the other side of me, the flesh was like, do everything one more time today, eat this, do that, do this, you got one day. No, but God say you just dive on in there, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So let's get these going. I'm referring back and forth so you can see me. So first thing, I'm gonna pray 3 times a day. I'm gonna pray morning, midday, and evening. That's how I'm starting my morning. I'm getting up every morning praying at the top of the morning. My kids getting ready for school, and I got my inspiration playing in the background. But we're gonna pray 3 times a day. Watch how much power is gonna come from this. God, I hear you, God. Read my word daily. It's my daily devotion. I got the Bible app. I don't know if you all familiar with that, but I just got it. I had it years ago and then didn't use it anymore. But now that I have such a interest and such a on fire, like I just want to read it. So I'm learning it, and now that I'm reading, I can't put it down, right? So, but I knew I had to get into the Common English Bible. That's better for me. I don't know what version works good for you. Figure that out. It's plenty versions or whatever, whichever one correlates in your mind without boring you or losing attention, anything. But Common English Bible is a good version for me, okay? So read my word. I got a daily devotion. I've started some plans on there. So just find what plan works for you, whatever you seeking God for, whatever you need, or trusting God for, whatever you lacking or you're not strong at, he'll give you that. So that's going to look different for everybody. But anyway, read your word, your daily devotion, put in your spirit when you wake up, and in the evening when you go to bed, right? So I'm doing both, morning and evening, daily devotion, okay? Read your word, okay? Okay, so reading my word daily, morning and evening, okay? Whatever that looks like for you. And I'm gonna work in between because I am an entrepreneur. So 1099, listen, you get it how you live. It's 8 to 10 different streams of income. Got different businesses, different things I got my hands into, Uber driver, everything, right? I just gotta listen. God gave us many gifts, and let your gifts make room for you. So I'll be working in between. I don't know what your schedule may look like. You may have to go to work at a certain time and clock in and different things like that. Whatever it may have you, if you're working, just make sure you choose some of these things that you want to do, or just choose something off the list. You don't got to do exactly what I'm doing, but I just wanted to share with the world what I'm doing, right? And then give you all a chance to be able to join in, because we can make it a movement. We can all do it together. We can keep each other accountable, support each other along the way, because it's not easy. We are human beings, and it gets tough. Trust me, but I'm just bold enough to try it, right? So I'm going to give at least 2 words of encouragement daily, morning and evening. I do have 2 different chats on Instagram, Facebook. I think it's on Facebook. One of them is Billionaire Wisdom Chat. The other one is my book club. The road to becoming the best version of myself. So just want to get more activity going in there. I'm going to start, like I said, give you an inspiration, some type of words of encouragement. Basically, it could be a quote from somewhere. I love quotes, if y'all haven't noticed by now. But yeah, be prepared to see that. I'm going to inspire somebody for the morning and the evening, okay? Go to the gym 4 to 5 days a week. Get this heart right. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make sure I drive out pre-diabetic, anything that high blood pressure. I don't know about y'all, I like salt. I got to lay off the salt, although I don't have high blood pressure, but I don't want to get it either. So I have to be careful with what I'm consuming, what I'm putting in my body, because the only salt I really eat, I need to let go of, is that popcorn salt. Woo! Popcorn be salty. and buttery. It's not good. But I'm gonna lay off the salt. So I'm gonna do better with going to the gym 4 or 5 days a week. And sugar. I love candy. What is the problem with that? Sugar, sweets. I can't eat none of that no more, because I don't want to lose no limbs. We see what's happening to people. I don't want to lose no limbs. I want all the activities of my limbs that God has given me right now. Why do I gotta wait? Obedience is better than sacrifice. Why would I wait to get sick and lay it gone and then say, God, God, you're worthy. I mean, people do it, but I'm like, let me do it now. Let me get it together. So going to the gym 4 to 5 days out of the week to get my mind and my body and my spirit right. It's all on one in alignment, on one accord, because when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, everything else just come together in life, right? So yeah, 4 to 5 days a week, just 1 hour at the day if you can. If not, an hour, do 30 minutes or whatever works for you. But I'm gonna do an hour a day, okay? Just 4 to 5 days. So getting that health right, whatever that may look like for you, whether it is, I talk fast, y'all. I'm sorry. I was born this way. Anyway, whatever that may look like for you, let me slow it down now that I'm mindful. Maybe I'm like, okay, listen. 4 to 5 days at the gym, if you can, just for 1 hour a day, or 30 minutes or whatever. But I'm going for an hour, 30 minutes cardio, 30 minutes strength training for me. Okay. And also improving what you're eating and what you put in your body, because that does matter. You can just work out all day and you're gonna eat some bull crap. It's not how it works. It's made of mentality, mindset. Okay. Planning a family night with my babies. That's the next thing. I want to be able to do that once a week. I'm always so busy, always doing something, always working, and I feel like I want to be able to give them more quality time, right? Because they getting older, and then there's gonna come a time that they don't even want to spend time with me. Sometimes it's like that, but they got their own thing going on. But I make it a thing in my house that it's family movie night. We love movies, as you can tell. But even if it's not just movies, just some type of quality time that y'all get to spend. Be mindful that don't let the world just take you away from your unity in your family, in your household, right? And also want us to eat together at the table. At least I'm gonna say once a week. Yeah, once or twice a week. But we're gonna eat together as a family, because have you ever noticed everybody go to their own room to eat and on their electronics and distractions? Like, we just need that family union, that bond back together, right? So I feel like I may make that right now. I guess I started once a week. You don't want to just bombard my kids. Think of like, who is this lady? We want the old mama back. No. But yeah, spend some quality time with my babies more so, whatever that may look like. We want to strengthen our relationship even more, although we're already close, but and I want to practice patience. I got to be more patient. I am a yeller. Y'all don't understand. As sweet as I can be, I be holler. My kids be like, do your fans know this? They be running up on me like, they're like that, you're just kind of fraud. What? They call me out because they say I be cussing about sometimes. Well, not cussing about, but like real talk, just being accountable and transparent and just knowing where I'm weak at. I got that from my mama. I'm blaming my mama. Short fuse and just always who did this, all that. Come on now. Just create a home of peace. You don't need all that chaos and all that drama. That's why these kids be having PTSD and be hollering and just all they know is toxicity, because it doesn't come from us. We got to change that way of thinking, right? But anyway, I'm accountable now, so sometimes when they test my nerves, I just be like, yeah, but God is working on me. He's working on me. If he could change me, he could change anybody. You understand? And also another thing, next thing on the list is I already said practice patience. I'm going to be intentional. Anything that I do, anything that I'm putting my hands to, I want to make sure it's coming from a good place. From a good place that God put in me, that I'm meaning well when I say something or doing something. It's not in my own will, it's God's will. And make sure it's coming from a place of love. Always lead with love. If you lead with love, you can't go wrong, right? So some people can still probably be offended by some of the things you may say or do or whatever, but if that's the case, just make sure if they let you know that they were offended, that you're not offended that they was offended. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to take that in to see how can you correct it, how could you do better, because if that was never your intention to offend, then it can be corrected and we can move forward, right? So let's not offend people. Let's not intentionally try to hurt people with our words and our actions, and just try to spread love and light, right? Another thing, next thing, be accountable. You got to be accountable for your actions. There's no room for growth if I'm not going to be accountable for what I've done. How could I say I'll do better or I'm sorry about anything in life if I don't understand that I'm the problem? If you don't know that where you messed up at or where you did wrong. It's okay to be wrong. Let's just take that wall down. It's okay to be wrong. It's no fault in being wrong. It is, but it's even better when you can know that you're wrong so you can just fix it and right your wrongs. If you got a second chance to do over at anything, do your best to right your wrongs. You know how free you will feel that you don't have nothing over your head, even knowing that you even caused any kind of heartache and pain somewhere. Just release it. Release it. Be accountable. It's so much easier to just, I want to be better than what I was yesterday, right? Man, I'm flipping pages. It's only 2 or 3 more points, I promise. Another thing, like I said previously, I'm letting go of I'm letting go of sugar drinks, and I don't really drink pops, but every blue moon I was at occasions or whatever. But no liquor, no nothing for me. It's just water only. Water only, because that's all we need. I don't need nothing extra, add no extra pounds. I don't need no 400 calorie drink when that's a meal. I'm not even about to do none of that sugary, all that. Listen, and I love Red Bulls. If y'all probably seen me in plenty of videos drinking a Red Bull, I gotta let Red Bulls go. I don't know if I should add that to the list. I gotta be realistic. Water only, like I say. I'm gonna let it go. Woo, that's a lot. I'm gonna let it go. Them Red Bulls give me wings. I be feeling like a flag. I could drive 8 hours on the road when I drink a Red Bull. Okay, don't judge me. My mama hate that I drink them. But I'm gonna let them go. Yep. Water only. Man, I might lose so much weight in a week just off of that. I'm gonna read at least, and I'm going to, next thing on the list, I'm going to read at least 5 pages from the 2 books that I am reading. I don't know if you all are into reading, but reading is everything. Reading is fundamental. It definitely is. It's a saying, but it's really true. It's knowledge. There's power in knowledge. When you really just invest in yourself and keep learning something new, our mind is so big. We can contain and retain so much information. We don't even realize. We don't even use half of what our brain really can hold, right? I'm learning. I'm tapping into it, right? I'm like, how did I know that? How did I remember that? You know, so yeah, I'm reading 2 books right now. I don't want to share the names. Well, one of them, I share one of the book titles, because one of the titles, some things you got to keep private. It's not your business. Okay. Until after I read it, maybe. But it's a good book. The book that I am reading, one of the books is the 48 Laws of Power. And it is amazing. I am applying it to my life. Okay. It's some of the chapters you may not even understand it just yet. You're like, well, it don't apply to me, right? But eventually, as you just keep on going, you're going to be like, oh, I see. That 10th power, you know, that 48 laws of power list, you gotta read it. That law, that 10th law did something, or a different law, not just that per se, but yeah, it applied to your life. So anyway, at least 5 pages, because I get so busy with different things, and I don't like to start something and not finish it. Now that I have actually finished something, I just try to not procrastinate on nothing else. You know, just do it. You gotta do it. Okay. And the last thing, but the most important thing that I think that's big for me, this is the biggest thing on my list for me, because I have struggled with denying my flesh. Everybody knows I'm a single woman. If you read my book, I'm a single woman, mother of 3, been married 14 years of my life. Check the book out. Yes, I do have experience in relationships, you know, but this is the first time that I'm actually just sitting still and chasing after God. I just want him. I don't want nobody. I want God. You understand? And if a man want me, don't chase me. Chase God. That's where you'll find me. So that's why I know that I'm going to get something different this time around in my life, is what I'm saying. Anything I put my hands to going to be blessed, because he's changing me from the inside out. But anyway, let's get to the point on the list. The point is, I'm going to practice 3-month celibacy. And I want people to join in on this with me. If you have the capability, or you feel like you can do this, if you wanted to challenge yourself and deny that lust and deny that flesh and things of this world, and, you know, like, it can be done. But I'm not going to say it for everything, because I want to be realistic and I don't want to be a hypocrite. So it is a challenge. Just trust and believe. When I made this up in my mind and he put it in my spirit, I cried. I cried. I did. But I'm like, God, I'm tired of living like this. I've been doing it this way for years, right? You know, this time I got more to give. I want to just sit me down and let you rise up in me and see what comes from that, you know, and deny this flesh. You'll feel empty after you give yourself away. You don't want to keep doing. I don't want to keep. Like I was reading, like we like an onion. Every time you give yourself away, like a layer just comes off. A layer just comes off of you, right? Of course, we know that's sin. Sometimes people don't like the word sin, but at the end of the day, it is. Sin is sin, and I know it. So I'm not judging nobody. I'm just being accountable for my actions. I'm being accountable for Shay Wills, and this is what it looks like on the road to becoming the best version of myself. I had to actually take accountability in my life, and I'm really big on disciplining myself in areas, and I feel like now I've overcame some things already. Now I'm like, okay, what's next? What else do I want to overcome? What else do I want to discipline myself on? I want to discipline myself on denying my flesh. So yeah, celibacy, 3 months. Who knew? Who knew? I did it before, but it wasn't spiritual. Well, it was, maybe it was years ago, but this time around I got a new meaning, a new purpose, whatever, and I'm gonna follow through. And I have a good. It's for the Lord. It's really for Him. He says, I want more of you, Shay. And then you get distracted easily by the worldly things. Like, y'all remember that time? I don't know if y'all remember. I used to be like, oh, I don't want to change my music, y'all. I'm just in such of an essence in his blessing and his overflow of love right now that all I want to do is praise him every day, right? So that's what I'm feeling. It just feels so good. I'm not trying to force my way or my will on nobody. I know I may lose friends along the way and family, and it's okay because people like who she thinks she is, and now she want to praise the Lord. I know she used to them, she used to think all that. Listen, it's okay. I'm okay. Whatever you feel. All I know is I don't want to bombard you, but my message may not be for you, but it's for somebody, okay? And I'm okay with that. I feel like I'm just going to do God's will, and I'm going to be a blessing in any way I can. And I'm not worried about numbers and people following me and all this, and I'm worried. I used to care about all that. I don't care about that. I just want what God wants for me. So listen, whatever they may look like, I may have a different audience now, we shall see. It's not my will, but His will, so it's okay. My desires have changed. So yeah, all I'm gonna say is I'm gonna put the list up, and y'all let me know if y'all want to join in, or let me know whoever's joining on this challenge with me. I'm gonna run it back down just by the different things, and I've already went into detail of each thing I'm going to do. But yeah, join this 3-month 90-day challenge with me on the 90-day challenge on the road to becoming the best version of yourself. Join in with me. You won't regret it. I think we're gonna see some good results and some good change within 3 months. And once you do that, I feel like that's the start of something even greater in your life. So let's just challenge that. Come on, join in. Okay. This is the 3-month, 90-day challenge. The road to becoming the best version of yourself, okay? Pray 3 times a day. Morning, midday, evening. Read your word, daily devotion, morning and evening. Work in between. If you have 1099 jobs or whatever, or if you actually punch a clock, whatever that may be, still, go about your day, whatever that looks like. Give at least 2 words of encouragement, morning and evening, whether it's on social media, to a text message to a friend or anybody. Go to the gym 4 to 5 days out of the week, at least 1 hour or at least 30 minutes or an hour. I'm going to do an hour. Okay. Plan for a family night with your children or your husband, your wife, or whatever that may be, or your spouse, or boyfriend, girlfriend. At least one family night once a week. Out of 7 days a week, you can give yourself to your family at least one day, one evening or so. Quality time matters. Eat together as a family or whatever, or even, something. Watch a movie or eat dinner together. Do both. Because we get busy with our everyday life. Practice patience. Be intentional. Be accountable. Drink water only. Read at least 5 pages from a book. Start reading a book if you're not reading a book. Read my book if you're not reading a book. That's the first book to start at. If you don't know what else to, God's book is first, then you can read mine. But read at least 5 pages a day. So you can just get in your spirit. You might finish it faster or finish. Don't just start something and don't finish. And then, put in your spirit, knowledge is power. And deny your flesh. 3 months celibacy. Starting October 1st. 2024 to January 1st, 2025. Who's with me? Let's do it. Let's get on this road to become the best version of ourselves. Woo! We can do it. God got us. Listen, it's going to be tough. It may be tough. Let's be realistic, but I ain't worried about tough. We can do this. We got this. if we actually just come together and keep each other accountable, and let's tap in and talk about it daily, what it looks like as we denying these things and denying our flesh and just going for something greater, because we want more from God. We want to be on the best version. We want to be the best version of ourselves, right? So of yourself, not nobody else. You want to be the best version of yourself. So that's the great thing about it. You're not trying to be like nobody else. You just find out where you need to grow at. You find out what your strengths and your weaknesses are, and then you work on those wherever your weaknesses are. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so I am on the right path today. I'm supposed to be starting this stuff tomorrow, but listen, it's September 30th, and I started some of them today. Maybe all of them.